guys, this is Comic Uno. And today I'm doing a review for Justice League issue 15, which is the first part of Throne of Atlantis. I also have a review for part 2 with Aquaman, which I just actually filmed, which is kind of crazy because I reviewed part 2 before part 1. So a little bit, less of a reviewing flow. But this is part 1 of Throne of Atlantis, so read this one first if you're picking up both issues. So let's talk about the cover. I love this cover, but it's very misleading. I think a lot of people, when they saw this cover, I remember people like, oh, Shazam's going to join the team. Awesome. Now he won't have a secondary story. Now we know why he doesn't have a solo series, because he's joining the Justice League. He's not in the Justice League at all in this issue. It's just very misleading. I guess they put him in there as like, oh, he has a secondary story. Let's put him on the cover. But he's not part of the Justice League, so misleading cover. Love the cover. Great, Rouster type of cover. You get to see everybody. But, very misleading. Because, again, I remember a lot of people being very excited for this issue because they thought Shazam was joining the team, but he didn't. So the cover was misleading. I was a little disappointed with it. But let's talk about story, see if I like that. In this issue, we get to see the start of the Throne of Atlantis. We get to see that some humans, I'm going to say land dwellers, as Atlantis would say, they throw a missile to Atlantis, but they didn't do it on purpose because it's like one of those missiles where they try to get their target, but I guess if they see something else, they're going to hit that other target because they're like, oh, well, that missile wasn't supposed to go there. So they hit Atlantis by accident, and Atlantis gets really upset because they're like, the land dwellers, they're trying to hit us? No, we can't stand for this, so they're going to flood all of, I guess, I think it was Gotham they mentioned in the last issue, in the Aquaman issue. So all of, all Gotham so far they're trying to flood, but really they're just trying to flood all Earth, it seems like. We also get kind of like a B story where we get Superman describes, Clark describes about him living in Smallville. He describes that a little. Then he also talks about the whole secret identity thing, that the glasses always work, so he gives Diana a pair of glasses. That way they can go out to dinner, and that way no one notices. So that was kind of a cute, Wonder Woman, Superman relationship type of sub-story. And that's pretty much what happened. We get a little bit of Aquaman and Mera. They're just describing like, oh, something's going on with Atlantis. We don't know exactly why. The fish are swimming away. And that's it for the Throne of Atlantis story arc. I'll talk about Shazam after I talk about the Throne of Atlantis. It felt very short because one thing about Justice League, it is very short because of the Shazam story, which I love the Shazam story. Actually, I think I would have dropped this series a long time ago if it wasn't for Shazam having a secondary story. So I understand why the first story is so short because they need room for that Shazam story. But I think they should just make a Shazam series already and just make Geoff Johns, write it. I mean, I understand, of course, he has a lot of things he's working on in DC, and he probably doesn't want to do another series, but I would love him to work on Shazam. I've been loving his Shazam, and I think I would look forward to that series every month. And I think it'd be a very good DC series because I feel like we don't get enough of Shazam every month with the secondary stories. I feel like we don't even get enough of Justice League with the secondary stories because the Justice League stories are always so short because we have to fit in the Shazam stories. So I did feel like it was a little shorter, but with the Aquaman issue, you get pretty much the same story because the same writer's writing it. Both stories are written by Geoff Johns, so it's a really continuation of Justice League, right continuation. It feels like the same issue if you read it back to back. But I still think if, let's say, Aquaman didn't come out this week, it was very short, especially for a beginning part 1 of a big story arc for Justice League. So that was just a complaint. And also, I'm not a humongous Aquaman fan. You guys, I was talking about this in my Aquaman review, that I'm not a humongous Aquaman fan. I only picked this up because I wasn't getting that many comics this week. So I was like, let's give it a shot. I've been avoiding Aquaman. I know a lot of people have been liking the series. So I'm like, maybe I'll like it. Maybe if it's a good jumping on point, I'll like it. But truthfully, I didn't like this story that much. I mean, was it bad? No. I think a lot of Aquaman fans and Justice League fans will enjoy it. It's a good crossover. I think Geoff Johns maybe wanted people that are reading his Aquaman story to read Justice League and vice versa, and, get sales up for both titles. So I think that's why he did do this crossover. That way people will be reading both series and they could get a gist of what both series are about. But I think it's a lot about Aquaman, so if you're not a humongous Aquaman fan, don't think you're going to really enjoy this. For me, the whole part where the fish are swimming away, like, I didn't care. And, like, where is this water coming from? Yeah, we find out in Aquaman in part 2, but, didn't really care that, oh, water is going in Earth and they'll fix everything. And I think, it's just that I don't care about Aquaman that much. I think that's why. But if you care about these series, I think you're going to really enjoy this crossover. I think it's an enjoyable crossover for what you like, you know. And for me, I don't love it. I thought the story was a little short and it was just okay for me. I don't think it was the worst series I've ever, issue I've read of this series. But it wasn't anything special for a part 1 to make me say, I gotta pick this up. It's actually going to be a struggle for me to see what I'm going to pick up. Because I don't want to pick up the story arc. Because I could already see I'm not really going to enjoy it that much, but I love Shazam and I don't want to miss a Shazam story, so I'm debating if I should get Justice League and that's it, and then avoid Aquaman and, forget about the Thrones of Atlantis story and just see what happens with the Justice League story, see if I understand it. But I don't know, because I do want to pick up Shazam every week, so it's going to be, every month, so it's going to be hard to see if I'm going to pick up Justice League during this whole Thrones of Atlantis story arc, because I don't want to waste my money either. So we'll have to see. Give me suggestions in the comments below. What do you guys think? If I don't like the story arc, do you think I should pick up Justice League just for Shazam? What do you guys think I should do for that? And maybe I'll just pick up the whole story arc. I don't know. Maybe I'll enjoy it if I maybe pick up more parts. So tell me in the comments below what you think about that. Let me just talk about Shazam really quickly, which I actually didn't love this Shazam part of this issue, because right now we just see, Freddy and Billy, they're just having a good time with the Shazam powers, and they're getting money, they're getting beer, they're getting junk food, and, he's just having fun becoming Shazam. He gets to fly. Freddy and Billy are just bonding, and then we find out Freddy has to ruin everything. He says, alright, let's go home. We gotta go to school next day. Billy's like, school? What are you talking about? I'm not going to school. I'm an adult. So they get a little fight that, Billy thinks he's all grown up. So he leaves Freddy, and Freddy leaves. And then Billy says, oh, maybe I made a mistake. So he flies away. He tries to find Freddy. And then he goes, confronts Black Adam. So I think that's going to be very interesting with the Black Adam part. And then I love how Freddy and Billy really connected, because Billy didn't connect with anybody. But with Freddy, and with the past couple issues, seeing him connect with Freddy, I thought it was a very, I think, character development for Billy, because, again, Billy's always been very distant, and now he's finally finding a friend who is his foster brother. And I think that's pretty interesting. I want to see those two characters develop, and really all these characters develop, because I've been really loving Shazam. And again, that's actually one of the reasons I've been picking up Justice League, even though I didn't love this, because it's them just kind of fooling around and, Freddy leaving in the end. And I thought Billy was kind of stupid to say, oh yeah, I'm an adult, so yeah, you could go. I thought that was kind of stupid. But I think Cliffhanger was really good. And again, I don't know if I want to read more Shazam, so I don't know if I'll pick up more Justice League issues. I probably will, just to read Shazam. I mean, I love this series. I think it should get its own series. It's great. And hopefully, with the next waves of DC in 2013, we will get more Shazam stories. And maybe Shazam will get its own series, because I think the secondary story has been very popular. So, this Comic Uno, I give this 3 stars. I'm going to say pick it up just to see if you like it. If you're an Aquaman fan, I think you will like it. If you're not, you probably won't. I don't think it's going to really turn you into an Aquaman fan. But if you like Justice League a lot, you might want to follow the series. But I recommend picking up Aquaman and Justice League. Just see how you feel about it. This week, it's not going to be that much of a sacrifice, because not a lot of people are going to get a lot of comics, especially this week, because not a lot came out. I think maybe the only thing is that Amazing Spider-Man, there's a lot of money to pick it up, because it's like $8. But other than that, it's not much of a sacrifice to pick up these 2 comics if you're somewhat interested, just to see if you like it. So I give it 3 stars. Saying pick it up, but it's kind of a struggle to say that, but see if you like it. So this is Comic Uno. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.